What is up, everybody? Guy on an Adventure here, and today is going to be a mask review vlog. Today's mask to be reviewed is Pennywise from the newest It movies from Zagoni Studios. And I actually purchased this mask off Trick or Treat Studios. Has some sort of a buyout between the two. I don't really know. The story's not clear, but let's check this bad boy out. Before we get today's vlog started, this guy would like to tell you all hello. Hey, little dude. I must tell you that I'm actually excited to do today's vlog because I had originally intended to do another mask that will hopefully be arriving shortly, because for some reason it got shipped to a previous address even though the website told me December 15th, but it is being sent my way. So I went ahead and I ordered this mask, have been anxiously awaiting it, and what I got actually quite surprised me. At first, when I opened the box, I was like, oh, but I'll show you after a night of being stuffed in the box, a little reformed, and probably some future fixing of the mask, what this sculpt quality is, and what I truly feel about this mask. Alright, pirates, I now give you the 2017 Zagoni edition Pennywise the Dancing Clown mask. And I must say, on camera, this thing's looking pretty good. And I'll get into some of the things that I like about it and I don't like about it. And when you put it on, it is pretty stuffed to the brim right now. Like I said, I had to stuff it last night to kind of give the mask form. As you can tell here, this ridge has been creased in from shipping when it was probably shipped to Trick or Treat Studios that way. A little bit of time and effort into this mask. And I do believe I have something really great here. And that is very creepy, is it not? First and foremost, I'd like to say that this wonderful mask here was shipped in this box right here and came with this little scare freshener, and it's cinnamon scent, so probably smell really good with my pumpkin spice candle. Now, I believe I paid somewhere just under $40 with shipping and using a discount code for this mask. And if you actually want to get the Trick or Treat Studios edition, I think you're going to pay somewhere upwards towards the $70 range. So let's start off with the pros of this mask first. The pros to this mask is it is a real excellent quality sculpt. They have the head splitting from the movie in here. The eyes have a very good detail. Let's get right up in there. A very good gloss. The mouth, the teeth is very well. I've seen some where the makeup can get a little messed up. And the overall quality of the pool is pretty decent. I would say that this would be a great haunted house mask for one of your scare actors to be wearing. I think it's an excellent sculpt, like I said. The paint job is immaculate. The hair on this guy is beautiful. It's that what do they call that? The faux fur. It's done very well. I know that if you get the cheaper version of this mask, what lies under here is actually sculpted hair, but I'm assuming since they've got the fake fur on it that it's covered up and probably not painted. Like I said, there's good paint lines, the sculpt is good, and overall it does a very good job of capturing the essence of Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise the Dancing Clown in the 2017 film It. For what I intend to do with this mask, just under $40, it is one of the best price point value Pennywise clown masks out there. So you should probably head over to trickortreatstudios.com and pick some of them up before they disappear forever. Now we divulge into the cons of this mask. And unfortunately, I don't know for whatever reason, but there are quite a few on this mask. And it's not the worst thing, and it can be fixed. And if I wanted to get it rehauled, I'm sure the sculpt would pop a little bit more. But let me show you what I mean. We're looking at Pennywise the Dancing Clown head on. You see what I see? Remember when I said that the sculpt for his hair is under there? That's right. That's his sculpt of his hair. This mask's hair, we're staring at Pennywise the Dancing Clown straight on, is actually straight when you go at this angle. And here's the reference of the sculpted hair here, right here. So this mask's hair job is probably, I would say, roughly about 1.25 inches off of where it should be. And you can tell that his face is now facing away from us to look at the hairline straight on. Not the worst thing, not the best thing either. The next thing that I'd like to get into is this mask is severely stuffed with some t-shirts right now, and you can see that it's dented and that it's got some good fold lines in it. If you take the stuffing out of this mask, and I'm not going to do it right now, this mask deflates, and it deflates very much so like this, and that's pretty much how it was received in the box. Now, how Trick or Treat shipped it was very professional. They do it like they do every time. The box had, right here, plenty of room for it inside of it. However, I believe under my own suspicion that they received this mask from Zagoni this way, and that is by no means bad-mouthing Zagoni, but it's what happens when you mass-produce masks fast in the USA, and I feel that sometimes the quality and the care gets lost. The next thing that I'd have to say about this mask is that it is a very, very, very big mask. And up inside here, just like the Trick or Treat Studios, they have some padded foam. However, the padded foam is glued in like this, not dead across. So this mask has a tendency to either have my head, and I have a big head, sink very deep into the mask, or turn sideways on me and my eyes are over here somewhere. Other than that, besides, like I said, the mask, excuse me, being shipped perfectly to me by Trick or Treat Studios, it definitely had been pressed in a box full of other masks and certain things. Maybe, they put like 50 in a box that should hold 25. The hairline is off, and the sculpt for the painted hair, if you were to get the lesser edition, because this is the deluxe edition, would be definitely off. Overall, I think it's a great mask, and I'll give you some more of that opinion right now. I do collect masks for a certain display value, and I have no problem displaying this mask whatsoever, but it definitely isn't in the quality notch that I would like. I have seen some Trick or Treat Studios at the Spirit Halloween places that still had a little bit more form to the overall latex. I'm definitely going to use this mask for general purposes, wearing it for cosplay, scaring my friends. It will get displayed back here, but eventually when I do have my display wall, I think I'm probably going to go for the Trick or Treat Studios edition and go a little bit higher. But by no means does that make this mask a terrible mask. I know for a fact by looking at that paint job, that sculpt, and at least the fur they put on the hairline, that if I were to buy this mask 25 years ago when I first started collecting, the paint would almost look airbrushed on, it'd be everywhere, the hair would be terrible. So like I said, unfortunately to me, it's a little lesser than I was expecting. We all know that photos on websites can upsell things, but everything for the most part that I've received from Trick or Treat Studios comes pretty dead on, with at least, like, if you were going to go from a 1 to 10, an 8.5 to a 9.2 of how they look on the website. This one does look like it does on the website, minus the facts that however it was shipped to wherever it was shipped, it's got some creasing in the latex. The herring is off by about 1.25 inches on one side. But all that stuff from my previous experience in mask collecting can be fixed. I can stuff this, I can air gun it with a low heat, don't call me crazy, and slowly push the wrinkles out of the mask. But for what I'm going to use it for, like I said, for everyday dress up, for under $40, I would have been paying $69 to $50 for this in the past. So it really is a good deal. Zagoni Studios did nail the mask sculpt, the overall creep of Pennywise from 2017 and I'm sure there are better copies out there. However, the one I received, by no fault of any creator or any company out there, wasn't the best of quality, because we all know that when you're mass producing things, sometimes some slip through the cracks. And I'll give you a couple more little clips of me in the mask. I'll show you what it looks like deflated, and then I'll give you my overall rating. As you can tell here's the mask in almost the same position, deflated. There's no stuffing in it. The forehead, which is a giant piece of latex, is concaved in. That terrible little fold that I was talking about happened, and his ears literally pop out of the side. The best part about this mask is that when I take the stuffing out, the overall facial sculpt holds, which means there's hope for me being able to stuff this and get this latex back to pure form. And here's me in the mask, a little muffled, but not too bad. As you can tell, if I stare straight at you, the hairline is definitely turning, but we have the cheek fold in, my little dome. I had to pull the mask, like I said. The glue line for the foam in here is also a little wonky, so I had to pull it this way. But when you overall look at it, if you were just going to go trick-or-treating in this mask, if you're going to do cosplay, you're going to have a lot of hands-on with this mask. The overall beauty of this mask is it generally nails the idea and creepy looks of Pennywise, the dancing clown, from the 2017 It movie. And I mean, looking at it on camera, a little bit of TLC, it will probably get a lot better and maybe sway my review, but I'll let you know the review of my mask right now. I will give the mask one more point of awesomeness that I had realized by reviewing the last clip. The Trick or Treat Studios version, nailed it, is a bit longer and larger. This one, even with the awkward padding, still sits on my head pretty well. But I could probably pad it a little better because if I move, like I said, my head sinks in it and then the eye holes are down here. But I have tried on the Trick or Treat Studios and that seems to be a bigger problem in that mask. So who knows? So I will tell you right now, and you may disagree or you may agree with me, I have a rating system from 1 to 10. My overall rating and satisfaction for this mask would probably lie at like a 5.8 or a 6. And yes, I do 0.1s through 10, or 9s as well. Not 1 through 10, because that would make it definitely 0.6. But it's a 5.8. Solid. With some TLC and some love, I can make this mask a lot better. And it is going to serve a great purpose. For a price point of under $40, I'm going to wear the heck out of this, scare a lot of friends, definitely display it back here in the general zones. But when I have my collector case, until I fix it, it will not be in it. But that doesn't mean that it's not a great mask. All right, you pirates, I hope that today you liked my little Pennywise mask review. Please do not forget to follow me on Instagram at GuyOnAdventure. Like I always say, one word, lowercase. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. If you like this, subscribing right now to my channel is the most important thing. Sharing it with your friends gets me out there. It helps me beat the algorithms and maybe I get a little more searches. And with that, guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching this video. No, you're not from. Thank you for watching this video, and I have to say over and out. Oh no, the child stole my mask. He likes it.